If you're seeing this, that means it's Tuesday. Welcome back to another edition of Tarot Tuesday. If you have never been here before, welcome everyone. I'm so happy to have you. The universe has tea to spill for us today. So every Tuesday here, we take a look at the week ahead, the next 7 days. My name is Lara, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Like I say with all of my readings and most other things, this reading is a general reading, so it may be a little less specific. We're looking at a collective energy. So this energy, while it may resonate with anyone who comes across this video, it's possible that maybe not everything will, and that's totally okay. Use your intuition. You know what messages are meant for you. Take what you like, leave what you don't. Like, it's not a big deal. We're here to have fun. So, and just kind of see if we can get some insight and some clarity into what's coming up for us. So, yes. And, this week, what do we have happening this week? Oh, right. Yesterday was the new moon in Aries, total solar eclipse. So we made it through. The portal has opened and here we are. So, it will be interesting to see. I know I am already seeing a lot of things despite myself. It's interesting already. But really, eclipses as well as new moons bring new beginnings, and eclipse energy really literally eclipses out what no longer is needed to move into the next phase that you are going to. Like, you cannot take these old patterns, behaviors, people, relationships, whatever. There are things that cannot come with you in order for you to step into the life that you are meant to live, the life that your soul wants to live. So it's really, really big energy. We're just very top end of an entire eclipse season. Eclipse season lasts about 6 months every year. What was rare about yesterday was that the type of total solar eclipse that it was, and there was lots of buzzing around the event, so we've who knows what we've got. We're on a whole new side of the eclipse. So what else? While we're here in eclipse season, we're also in a Mercury retrograde, which is going through to April 25th. And also, if you're seeing this and it's not any of these dates or times, if it's not April 9th and you're not in the year 2024, that's also okay too. Time is not linear. So, you can trust that the messages here were meant to find you right exactly when you needed them. So Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde is all about communication. This is when Mercury sort of goes into its underworld. It's a very reflective time. We sort of know it stereotypically to be like, technology not working, don't sign any contracts. It's not it's not always the dramatics that people want to make it into. But it is a good time to just really slow down, be really intentional about the movement, the action, the communication that you are making. And it's a good time to practice patience with technology, communication, all of that stuff. And I think, just because I recently something like a Mercury retrograde things happened for me just yesterday, is like, you know, can this like weird time, does this have to be a direct reflection of me? You know, like it shows you more things that can be released and let go. And yeah, and then on top of that, there's a lot of Chiron. Chiron is really active, and Chiron is the energy of the wounded healer. So so if there's a lot of intense emotion coming up for you, yes, that's why. All of the above is why. So saying this for everyone, which includes myself, this energy that we're working with, like, we can really just give ourselves so much more grace than we're even used to giving. There's a lot going on, and that's for a reason. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're holding in our space, starting out. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. I'm going to pull some oracles from the Mystical Moments deck, just to kind of catch a vibe of what the next 7 days is going to be. Then we're going to dive into the tarot, and yeah. All right, so let's give a little shuffle here. Spirit, what messages, guidance, what do we have to expect over the next 7 days? If you could give us a couple cards here just to sort of catch a vibe. There's one. I think I want two though. Just like, if you have more. That one? Okay. There it is. Let me grab this card. All right. Interesting already. Okay, so we're going to start with our oracle cards here. The first card that came out for us was this card. This is "My home is my castle." If you can see that. This is such striking imagery. And what I really find interesting is that this figure is, as they're looking forward, what they have in their hand is this one tower. And yet this entire like castle, like maybe even an entire village, is literally on their shoulders. It's in their head. There's flowers here as well. I'm not sure what flowers they are, but they're like a purple flower. And we have some bird imagery as well flying around this here. So, you know, and yet this figure is really looking forward, really looking ahead. The sense that I'm getting so far is, well, like right off the bat, I'm getting a sense of like home is where you are, you know, and the things that we're carrying with us. Like, I mean, this is just like, there's so much here. It's like evidence of like this whole life that was built up. And because it's, you know, behind, literally on her back, right? And what's in front here looks like something newer, something more freestanding, but that's still not where her focus is, right? There's still so much more. And I'm sort of keying into like, you know, and this is the theme that's come up already, I think, with everything that's going on in the energy that we're in. You know, what things of the past are still weighing you down, right? That's so interesting. And then we have the rose garden here. Do you see this? So beautiful. Her hair is literally like a really dark, like a black leaf. Looks like it's blowing, but it's like a leaf. So this figure is a part of the natural world around here. The dress looks like that is the part of the rose that blooms. And with the caterpillar around the neck and the butterfly resting on the hand, you know, this speaks to a lot of transformation. Also, what's coming up for me is like, you can't rush a flower to bloom, right? You can't push a caterpillar to transform out of its cocoon before the time is ready, before the time is right. And I'm picking up like also being in tune with natural cycles. Maybe there's something here with like the natural cycle of moving forward, the natural cycle of moving forward from our past, stepping into creating, building new versions of ourselves. Very interesting. Okay, let's grab the tarot deck and see if we can get some clarity. Could we please get some clarity on what the next 7 days, what our week ahead looks like? Could we have a few cards just to sort of show us what we have looking forward? Okay. There's another one. And let's see if we'll do one more, please. Please and thank you. Whoa, hello, hello. There we go, that's the one. Okay. Let me pick up this mess. All right, oh my. We got some talkers today. Thank you so much. Okay, so what do we have here? We're going to start with our shadow card. I love starting with the shadow card. Today we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow and steady knight. This is an energy that is really dedicated to putting in the work. You can even see in this card, it's as if, you know, each of these pentacles has dropped, you know, in this very steady, even progression. A big takeaway of this card is like slow and steady wins the race, which for some of us may feel counterintuitive because we are conditioned or we're used to living a life where it's like we have to go, go, go. I think what this is sort of driving home, the shadow card being representative of what's happening in our subconscious, is that like this change, this process that we are in, this takes time. Okay, this is not something that can happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't know who needed to hear that, but Rome was not built in a day. Okay. Underneath that, we have the Eight of Wands. It feels like even though we are like in this slow and steady process, we are making progress, but it doesn't feel like anything's going anywhere. Okay. And really, that's because, you know, there's still more with the Empress in reverse. There's still a lot more healing, a lot more loving and nurturing that needs to be given to self. Okay? There's still a lot. I'm seeing this is like still a lot of hurt coming up from underneath, you know? You can't force this process to go the way that you want it to go. Oh gosh, look at this. Oh my God. Sticking out of the, look, This is the Tower in reverse. So this is like resisting something that like is coming to its end. It's coming suddenly. And the Moon in reverse, right? This is letting go of fear and illusion. There's a lot that you are not tapping into, okay? So that's what we've got coming up from underneath. Let's take a look at how that is going to play out over the next 7 days. So what we have on the table here right off the bat, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. I think there's more to be revealed in the ways in which you resist success, the ways in which you resist stepping into your spotlight. This could even be ways in which you sabotage yourself as well. And I say that because next to it, we have the Fool in reverse. And the Fool in reverse, when we have it in the upright position, the Fool is like all like faith and trust and like this sense of innocence that like anything is possible. But when it's in the reverse position, you know, this is like not being willing to take a risk. And maybe that's for a reason, because maybe you're not feeling very confident about stepping into this limelight that we have with the Six of Wands, right? Or there's like very big pieces of what, you know, what outside ideas of success look like and what that does to your ego self, right? But there is like, I really feel like there's resistance to stepping into this spotlight, resistance to letting go in this new beginning. And with the King of Wands here, I needed to look at the card for a second. With the King of Wands, I feel like, yeah, there's like real resistance in actually stepping through this fire of transformation. The King of Wands is like very transformative through fire. This is a super strong fire energy. It's masculine in nature, so less to do with like physical embodiment and so much more to do with energetics. This energy is like action oriented. So there's action that you're not taking because of this resistance to really stepping into your limelight. And I think that, that resistance is coming from a place here in our shadow of like, you know, you've been working so hard. You feel like you're not seeing things line up, things work out, right? Like you're showing up and things are not showing out for you, not moving forward. The reality is, because there's still this coming up, there's healing here with the Empress energy. There's still things underneath coming up that are calling for you to be healed. You cannot take the control. You cannot take the action, the inspired, forward, momentive action that you want when you are in your head and resisting all of those things that need to go. This could be self-talk. This could be, maybe you talk yourself down. Maybe you talk yourself up. Maybe, I want to say with the Fool in reverse, though, I think we're probably talking about talking ourselves out of things or down, or, there's ideas of success that are not really in full alignment with what you actually want. So like, why would you move on that if it's not what your soul wants? Of course. The resistance is here. And I said this to someone already this week. The resistance is here for us to look at it, because the resistance points to what needs to be healed. Resistance, anger, frustration, sadness. These really unpleasant emotions are all communications from our subconscious. The things that trigger us, the ways we stand in our own way, right? I'm like trying to think of an example. I can use myself as an example, right? So like with my thing, it's so ingrained in me to self-sabotage to a point where, it doesn't matter what the opportunity is. It doesn't matter the reality of the opportunity, whether it is something that will work out or it's something that isn't quite right. Like, my mind is so ready to be like, oh, well, like, how are you going to make that work? How is that going to work out? How are you even going to do that? And it's like, I'll figure it out. That's what my spirit says. Like, I'll figure it out. But already my mind is ready to take me to a place where, like, you can't do that because. And I know my reasons why those voices are in my head. And those reasons why those voices are in my head are exactly like this. I still need to heal that. Because those voices tell me, this isn't going to work out, because somewhere deep inside, I'm still like believing that I don't deserve the success that I do. But the reality is, like, I am here. I exist, just like you are here. You exist. You deserve to be here. I deserve to be here because we exist. Period. Period. Okay? And I'm talking to myself here as well. Okay? So, I'm with you. Anyway, so there's an example. You will have to let me know how it's resonating for you, because like I said, this is a collective energy. So this can manifest in all different kinds of ways. I know how it manifests for me, but it's not going to manifest the same way for you, because we're not living the same existence, which is by design. So, yeah, but that's like, that's what I see for the next 7 days. And, yeah, like I said, I'm right here with you. Let me know how it goes. I'm here for you. Leave me a comment below. Also, I do these Tarot Tuesday readings every Tuesday. And I just yesterday posted my first new moon reading. So there will be new moon, full moon collective readings that you have to look forward to every month moving forward. And yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff that I've got planned, but it's slow and steady progress. So, but yeah, all kinds of fun things, and we're just gonna play around and see what sticks. If you are at all interested in knowing more about me, there's all kinds of information below in the description box. I do work with people in a one-on-one capacity, whether that is doing tarot card readings, energy healing. I help people with shadow work. I also do tarot events. I am a New York City tour guide, so all kinds of adventures to be had. And if you were interested in any of that, please feel free to reach out. I'm here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. Everything is sort of kind of coming together very slowly but surely. And yeah, if you feel inspired and would like to help support my work, there's also a link to send any donations if you like. That's really helpful for me because that helps me keep this going. So, but yeah, that's what I've got for this week. I'll see you on the other side. Take care of yourself.